Most beginner enemy AI system either feel way too dumb or way too complicated to build. So in this video, we are creating a simple but smart 2D enemy AI in Unity that can patrol, detect the player, chase, attack with cooldowns, take damage and even return back to patrol naturally. And don't worry about writing everything from scratch, because I will also provide the full enemy AI script for free. So this is the final result. The enemy patrols between 2 points, detects the player once they enter the detection range, starts chasing, attacks when close enough, and if the player escapes the patrol area, the enemy simply return back to patrol. We also have hit reactions, death animations, attack cooldowns, and player damage working properly. Before jumping into the logic, let's quickly prepare the enemy setup. My enemy object contains an animator, colliders, an attack point, and the enemy scripts. I also created two empty objects called point A and point B. These points define the enemy patrol area, so the enemy never moves infinitely across the map. Now, one important thing about this setup is that I am using enemy script as a parent base class. So instead of rewriting patrol, chase, attack and combat logic for every single enemy, I put all common AI behaviors inside one reusable enemy base class. Then for my actual enemy, which is the Moss Giant, I simply inherit from that enemy class. As you can see, the Moss Giant script itself is actually very small because all core AI logic already exists inside the parent enemy script. Here, I am only overriding specific function like attack and damage handling. This is a much cleaner approach because later, if I want to create more enemies like skeleton, flying enemies, ranged enemies or bosses, I can simply inherit from same enemy class and customize only behavior I need. This keeps the code modular, reusable and much more easier to expand later. Now, let's talk about the most important part of this system, enemy states. Instead of putting everything inside one giant update function, I am using simple enemy states, patrol, chase, attack and date. This keeps the AI much cleaner and easier to manage. Then, inside the update method, we simply call a state handler function, which controls what the enemy should do. For patrolling, the enemy simply moves between point A and point B using move towards. Once the enemy reaches one point, it switches the target to opposite point. I am also flipping the enemy using local scale instead of sprite flip, because this works much better with attack hitbox and the child objects. Now for player detection, I am checking the horizontal distance between the player and the enemy. Since this is the platformer game, we only care about x-axis distance. This prevents the AI from breaking when the player jumps above the enemy. Once the player enters the detection range, the enemy switches from patrolling state to chase state. Inside the chase state, the enemy starts following the player horizontally. But I also claim the movement between the patrol points so enemy never leaves its patrol area completely. I also added a small chase offset, so the enemy can slightly overextend outside the patrol bounds and feel much more natural. Without this, enemies can feel too robotic. Once the player enters the attack range, the enemy switches to attack state. Now, one important thing here is attack cooldown. Without cooldowns, enemy would attack every single frame. So, I use an attack timer to delay attacks between intervals. Then, I simply trigger the attack animation. To actually damage the player, I am using separate attack script attached to the enemy's attack point. So instead of detecting damage directly inside the enemy AI script, we enable a small attack collider only during attack animation. This is a much cleaner and more professional approach because the player only takes damage when the attack actually connects. At the attack frame, we enable the collider, and once the animation finishes, we disable it again. Inside the attack script, I simply use on trigger enter 2D to detect the player, and instead of directly refreshing the player script, I am using an eye damageable interface. This makes the combat system much more reusable because now any object that implements eye damageable can receive damage. I also added a small cooldown so the enemy can't damage the player repeatedly every single frame while staying inside the trigger. After half a second, the cooldown reset and the enemy can damage again. Now on the player side, inside the player health, we implement the same eye damageable interface. So whenever the player receives damage, we reduce health, play the hit animation, handle invisibility frames, and if health reaches 0, we play the that animation and disable player movement. This keeps the entire combat system modular, clean, and really easy to extend later. Finally, I added proper animators transition for hit reactions, attack animations, death animations. This keeps the enemy feel much more responsive and aligned during gameplay. And that's basically how you can create a simple but smart 2D enemy AI in Unity. We now have enemies that can patrol, detect the player, chase, attack with cooldowns, real damage properly, deal damage properly, take damage themselves, and even return back to patrol naturally. I have also included all scripts completely free in description, including the full enemy AI system, player health system, attack detection script, and everything is fully commented to make the code easier to understand for beginners. So feel free to use it in your own projects and modify it however you want. If this video helped you, then make sure to subscribe, because next we can extend this system even further with things like flying enemies, ranged enemies, boss AI, edge detection, and much more. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.